Hello everyone, welcome to more of that channel. The lady has spoken. This week's episode we are talking all about abandoned mine shafts. A lot of us already knew a lot of what I'm about to say, but a few of us found a few things that we didn't know. Now I searched for 3 hours to find a mine shaft on a different realm. I couldn't. So I came back to this one that Jos found on our current realm. Would you look at this pillar? They say do not mine pillars and loose gravel because the mine might cave in. So guess what we did? We tried it. They also say when you get to the end of a shaft or a tunnel, keep digging. Because look at that. The tunnel doesn't end there. Now I know this mine tunnel would carry on past this wooden support, but I didn't dig all the way through. I had some other exploring to do. Mine shafts are really big. There are a number of tunnels and they cover a number of floor levels. So we've got a lot to find. When you see floor panels, wood panels on the floor, that's probably covering holes that were put there when the mine was created. It is expected of every mine shaft to have some spider spawners in it. So when you see a bunch of cobwebs, it's probably hiding a spawner. The script doesn't necessarily correspond with the captions below. If that is bothersome to you, let me know and I will fix it next time. There's a lot of water here. We need a bucket so I can show you the lifting off railroads trick. Notice all sorts of cool ore in the wall sticking out that you can mine. So, okay, the one way of getting the rails off is to dig them. That puts some wear and tear on your axe. Notice that I put the lights when I go in to look on the left-hand side. I will go into more detail about that later. Now that water wooden scoop. Oh, here's a crossing, by the way. It is a 5x5 with wooden support beams. There I've got water. Ah, look, there's a floating rail. Ta-da! It's as easy as that. You dump the water, mind the darkness. That's why you put torches higher up. And you've got floating rails to just pick up. And because I'm not the only one using this mine, and also because I want to think it looks nice, I put exit routes in. Despite the light trick I'll tell you about later. Sometimes you get confused and disorientated and it's nice to have a sign saying run that way. So check to see if there's anything on the other side of that wall. Nope, nothing. These mines don't line up. It's a possibility that these could be two overlapping mines. There's the floor planks. And they're the ones that cover holes, but be careful because sometimes some are missing, and at this crossing a lot of them are missing. You'll get a surprise flying lesson if you don't watch out. According to Wattles, and I'm a big fan of Sir Wattles, it is easier to find a mine shaft than it is to find a Badlands biome. Except for when I needed to find a new one for this video and it took me over 3 hours. Nice to know Badland biomes, mine shafts, they actually stick out on the surface, so you see the tunnels. In those you get gold, mainly only gold. If you plan on mining at a place, a certain area for a certain amount of time for quite long, consider taking a bed with. You could die, monsters or lava or whichever, and if that happens, at least you're very close to the area when you respawn. That's good advice. When you face a bunch of cobweb and you need to get through, there are two options. You can use a sword or you can use shearers. Using a sword will yield string. When you remove cobwebs with the shearers, you actually gather the entire cobweb. These can be handy later to set traps for mobs. Be very careful about lava. Larvae can hide in random places. They can be underneath random blocks, behind random ores that you mine. They normally get you when you least expect it. When you go mining, always take a ton of torches with you, and just for good measure, also take an axe so you can chop down some of the wood planks you see to make sticks to make more torches. General good advice when mining in mine shafts or in caves is you see these darknesses. Run in there, place your torches first. Light up the whole place. And then go back out and start mining. This way, everywhere where monsters would spawn and come and attack you, they won't spawn then. Or at least they are so much less likely to spawn and bug you while you mine. Here we just found a spider spawner. Now, spider spawner for XP points are not one of the most popular things to use. But either way, I prefer to deactivate it by putting lights on and around it. You can totally destroy it if you want, but if you just light it up, you deactivate it, and that's my personal preference. If you're anything like me, when you go mining, your inventory will fill up so fast. Before long, you don't have any more space to put things. That's a good time when, well, if you want to put a chest down to save a thing, that's great. Sometimes very fast you need to decide what is less valuable. Drop it so that you can carry with you the more valuable items. If you do have a shulker box by any chance, take it with you so you can load more things. Mushrooms grow at the bottom of mine shafts. So if you do need to make a quick mushroom stew, make some food, that's where they'll be. Or when you see mushrooms, now that you're at the bottom of the mine shaft. We are yet to find the dirt room of this mine. The dirt room is a square space empty with an arched, can I say, ceiling, and with a flat dirt floor. These are also known as starting rooms. Each mine has only one. From these rooms, in each direction, it will have exit points leading you to the rest of the mine tunnels. This mine seemed to have a lot of water leaks in it. I myself prefer not to completely, can I say, blank out the source of the water. I'd like to keep the water there. So if I need to go and refill a bucket with water, at least there will be water. I didn't completely destroy the source. I like to do the same with lava, not completely destroy the source, but just control the flow. Aha! We're about to enter the dirt room. There was a similar one I saw here previously, but it had rail tracks in it, meaning that wasn't the starting room, but this is. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what a dirt room looks like. Right, now let's carry on. We have a mine cart with a chest and treasures to find. Dirt rooms look so nice and organized that if I was to build a base underground and there's a mine shaft, I would use the dirt room for it. Provided, of course, hey look, there's a cave. Provided, of course, that you can light up all the spawners so you don't get eaten up by monsters. I type like somebody who is dizzy from running circles in a mine shaft. Typos. Okay, it's quite neat. This would make quite a nice base. If you can take care of the cobwebs. Look, water feature. You can go fish there if you really want to. So many unexplored dark areas. And once again, not lining up, which I think this could be two mines intersecting. I've seen quite a lot of ore protruding from the walls. If I was here to mine, I would have had a field day. But I'm not. So let's carry on. Let's light up this place. Wait, what was that? Oh no, I thought I saw a minecart. I did see a minecart. Wow! Jackpot. There could be more than one in a mine. Look at that stuff. Ooh, all sort of rails and gold and stuff. I actually wanted to open it to take a look at it, but instead I busted it. So there it is, at least in slow-mo. Oh, and an enchantment book. Sweet. I think that's about it. That's what we came to find, and we achieved it. Except if you come to really mine. Let's just check the end of all the shafts anyway. If you came to really mine, I would have found quite a lot to mine. Now the light system. I need to teach you about the torches. Well, you probably know everything about torches, but what I mean is the way you can use it when you're in mines as well as caves, so you never get lost. Now, pay attention. I'm just sharing this because this is something I do and it really works for me. When I enter a mine or a cave, I put all the lights to the left. To me it is like left is for looking. Meaning if suddenly you need to get out of there, you turn around and they're all on your right hand side. So it's left for look. And if you want to exit, it is right for run. That's just the way I do it. Of course, you can do what you want. Right now we are navigating our way out of here because we came and we conquered. We achieved what we set out to. So now I'm looking for all the lights so that I can keep them on the right hand side. Sometimes you do not put enough lights, especially at intersections, and you may have to go back and forth a few times to find the route. But you learn very quickly when you do caving and mining to put enough lights down as you go. Take us back to the point where I said take a ton of torches and for good measure an axe so you can make more as you go, because coal you'll probably find. Let's get out of here. The signs I put earlier certainly comes in handy now. And I have noticed that some of the lights were not placed correctly, so I'm just quickly moving them to the correct wall for future reference. It would make my day if you at least learned something that you didn't know before. Myself, I learned about 3 things when I made this video. So all cool bananas. Lady Moore over and out.